Dakar Championship.
The second race, and this time the grid is a reverse of the race one finishing order. So last goes first. It's Steve Ellery that started from pole position, but it's Marcus Marshall that gets quickly past him, and so too that looked like Jose Fernandez as they come through, and this touches at the back, and Will Davidson goes off, and Jason Richards too, and Stephen Johnson in the black JD car at the back there. So few cars skipping off, managing to make it to the side of the gravel trap and continuing, but they're going to lose a lot of time. Oh, and it's even worse for Paul Dambrell. He's got big damage to that car. Here's a replay as they go into this turn, and this is how they all got collected up. Somebody got tapped and spun, and that looks like Mark Winterbottom, and then everybody else has to take avoiding action and get caught up in somebody else's incident. James Courtney coming into the pit lane early on. Much quicker stop for him this time, and he does keep the place. So not a repeat of last time, and just slots out in front of Craig Lowndes as they all pile back out of the pit lane and back onto the track again. Pit stop time as well for the Holden team. No problems, no dramas for them. And Mark Skaife is ready to boot it once more. We'll have to wait and see how he slots back out into this position. Compromised after that disqualification from race one. And Todd Kelly and Craig Lowndes are very close together. Mark Winterbottom and Steve Owen as well. These guys all fighting for places were on board with Craig Lowndes. That was a view from him. And Mark Winterbottom just staying ahead of Steve Owen in the Autobahn Racing Ford Falcon, who just gets through now. And Todd Kelly had to pull up very quickly, and Craig Lowndes right behind the back of Todd Kelly, who's hoping to get a race finish this time. Lowndes having a look through, but the door is firmly shut, and problems for Craig Lowndes, his teammate Jamie Whincup, and it's apparently one of the brake rotors has exploded. That's what's caused the fire there, as the fragments have flipped out onto the grass and set fire to it. But that is the end of the race for this car, as the fire is put out. We're under yellow caution at the moment, and a very hot looking team electrical Ford Falcon. So Steve Owen, Todd Kelly, Craig Lowndes and Mark Winterbottom leading this stream of cars, and Todd Kelly looking to go through from Steve Owen, locked up a little bit, and whether there was a touch there on the back of Steve Owen's car, I'm not sure, but he ends up off the grass. Yeah, there was a slight nudge there, and Todd Kelly, you can expect maybe, will be in trouble for that as well. We saw a zero tolerance level with Mark Skaife in race one. Last lap though, Mark Skaife is leading this race. It's come good in race two for him. The others fighting it out there. There's a rear view of Cameron McConville looking to make positions in the final parts of this race, but Mark Skaife has the most important position. He has P1, and he's going to take the checkered flag, and that will be some consolation for Skaife to get a win this weekend.
Mark Skaife gets a clean win this time, with Garth Tander putting in a good drive from the back of the grid to second place, followed by James Courtney and Rick Kelly.
Race three in an aggregate grid from the first two race finishes, with Garth Tander and James Courtney on the front row. Away we go then, the final time here at Queensland, and it's Garth Tander that's got the lead. Courtney with him, and Craig Lowndes in third place, looking for a way through from James Courtney, but Courtney goes wide. Craig Lowndes bounces. Has he got through and past him? No, Courtney's got it, but Courtney's drifted wide again, and that's going to compromise him. He's run wide onto the dirt, and surely Craig Lowndes is going to get him this time. He's right alongside him, out of our picture. There's Russell Ingall, and Ingall must be in fifth place at the moment. Courtney somehow has still held onto it, but he's gone wide again, and really driving the wheels off that car. And something maybe isn't helping him on the handling side, and he's lost that position, and he will be in for an early pit stop. You can be sure of that. Dean Canto and Todd Kelly getting caught up with each other. So all action in this final race, and still quite a way to go. Just closing up on the back of braking there, and sure enough, it is early pit stops for many, and they are being led in by James Courtney, who needs to get out without any more problems. We've seen him compromised in earlier races. Rick Kelly's in, Mark Skaife, Jamie Whincup and Greg Murphy. And those two slot into their pit lane now. The others have to wait some time. Rick Kelly gets his new tyres. James Courtney's right at the end of the pit lane. Can they get him out? It's done. He's down. And he's going to get out this time without losing the position again. Perfect stuff from the Jedwell Motorsport team, getting their Ford Falcon back out without losing that position. Mark Skaife out through. Jamie Whincup and 51 Greg Murphy. And Skaife has spun it. That is, well, reportedly on a fluid leak from the number 4 car. So it looks like James Courtney has some issue, has dropped some fluid on the track, and Mark Skaife has spun out. And that is water, it looks like, coming from James Courtney's car. And what a disappointment for him. He's certainly out of the race now. And this is a big lock-up from Todd Kelly, runs wide. That's at turn 3, and Stephen Richards goes through. And can Kelly keep it going? It looks like it, but we're on the final lap now. And Garth Tander is out leading as we're on board with Craig Lowndes from 4th place. Jason Bright is in 3rd. Rick Kelly is in 2nd place, but it's Garth Tander that is going to win and take his 2nd win of the weekend here. He's got clear track behind him, and importantly, got clear track in front of him. The pressure is off. The checkered flag is out. The team are already celebrating as they hang over the pit wall. And now he crosses the line to make it official. And here's the sprint to 2nd place. Rick Kelly, Bright, Craig Lowndes and Russell Ingall all very close together. Not much in it between them.
Garth Tander takes his 2nd win of the weekend. And with Rick Kelly in 2nd place, it's a 1-2 finish for the Toll HSV team. Jason Bright gets his 2nd podium of the weekend with that 3rd place. And in the championship point standings, Garth Tander, Craig Lowndes and Rick Kelly stay where they are. And there are 38 points between 1st and 2nd place now.